Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Fantastic Fermentations YouTube channel, your home for all things homebrew. I am Ricky, and today we are going to be tasting a Brett Table Saison that I brewed on Facebook Live with Atlantic Brew Supply. So hang tight, let's figure out how we like it. So I have got my man Jeff Lang from Vicious Fishes, and I've got Dave Klemp from the Yacht Club Beverage House, and we got Jude here, who is not going to be tasting any of the beer, but he's still hanging out with us. But this Table Saison was a beer that I brewed. It was maybe six or 7 weeks ago on the Atlantic Brew Supply live Facebook feed. If you want to check it out, I will leave a link to it below. And but yeah, it was a great brew day, and I got up there and I talked a little bit about mixed fermentation brewing. I know, right? Mixed fermentation brewing. So this is the product of that beer. It's a Table Saison. It's about 3.5% ABV, but it does have supposed to have some nice Brett character. So we're gonna taste it up, and we're gonna get some tasting notes and see, kind of what we get from it. So let's start with the aroma, guys.
All right.
What y'all getting?
A little lemon, a little barnyard.
Yeah.
Lemony straw.
Yeah,
straw.
Yeah.
straw.
Not super like leathery, not super funky, but nice little bit of sitting in a straw feel.
Yeah, I definitely get the lemon. That lemony flavor really comes from the yeast blend that we used, which was the Omega C2C, and that uses a Saison yeast and a Brett yeast. And I think the Brett yeast that's in here, I feel like it's Brett C, because it's not something that's super
mild. It's mild.
very mild.
It's real mild.
It does not
at least on the
overtake
aroma.
Saison.
On the aroma, it's mild. But C2C is it's a fast converting yeast. So instead of having to leave that Brett to age for months and months, you're looking at about 6 weeks aging time, and you should get good character, which this was kegged right at 6 weeks and carbonated up. Well, it's got a nice color too. It's like a straw yellow color.
It's pretty
with
yellow,
with a white head.
which matches the aroma, I think, really. If
Yeah.
you're thinking like lemon and straw,
Oh
you've
yeah.
got like a lemony straw color too. It's very effervescent. It might be hard to see through the camera there, but I've got bubbles after bubbles coming up through. It's well carbonated.
What you
which
carb
is
this up to? Do you
I
know?
set it on 30 psi in the keg for 3 days, and this is what we got. At 2 days, it wasn't where I wanted it, so I left it for another 24 hours, and 72 hours was the trick. But yeah, let's get some flavor notes on it.
all right.
Oh, very very light. I do get a slight straw, slight barnyardy flavor,
yeah.
but very faint. It's not overpowering. It kind of blends in well with the rest of it.
The lemon comes through again.
Lemon comes through a little bit. This is a pretty decent beer.
It's got a lot of flavor for 3.5%.
Yeah, this is, if you're somebody who would say you're a wheat beer drinker, like a Belgian wheat beer drinker, but also maybe you like lighter lagers and stuff, this is a pretty good intersection of that, I would say.
Yeah.
This is a good introduction to Belgian beers because it's a very approachable Belgian.
Yeah, and especially to Brett. Like, 'cause I know a lot of people that get their first Brett beer and it's so like horse blanket that they can't take it.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, this isn't good. This has a lot of like ripe fruit flavors in there, that make it
With just
easy.
some citrusy notes.
Yeah, it's an easier transition
Floral,
than what you
citrusy.
usually have. But yes, and it's
Dry, nice and dry.
It finished at 10:02.
Yeah.
And that's why I probably am thinking this has like notes of like a lager. Obviously, I assume this is Pilsner based.
It is
to some extent.
It is a Pilsner base.
And it's very, very dry, like fairly crisp and clean, despite the fact that it's got Brett in it.
Yeah.
So if you're a lager drinker, if you're a Miller Lite in the heat of summer drinker,
then this is
out.
Then this is it's a little bit more character. This is what I would want to drink in the summer. Like right now when it's hot, it's 90 degrees out here. I'd want to drink this. But yeah, this is an amazing beer. It's not too bitter either.
Nope.
I didn't
Very
put
easy.
the hop was very mild that I used in this now, and it turned out really well.
I would even say you could use some Whirlpool or dry hops. in
Could
this
have dry
too, and
hopped
it'd go pretty well with the yeast.
you know what would be a good dry hop for this? Lemon drop.
Yeah.
You put some
Yes.
lemon drop in here.
Yes.
Nice.
Double down on that lemon
Yeah,
flavor.
nice floral and lemon flavor along with the Brett that's in here. It would blend rather well. So yeah, if you are looking to get into the mixed fermentation game,
Turn over a quick beer by the heat of summer.
yeah, if you're looking to turn
Turn
around a
over
beer,
a quick Brett beer, a quick, very complex, low ABV beer by July, late July, August, the heat
Yeah.
of summer.
literally
It's a good way to go.
Literally 6 weeks. And yeah, the first time you're doing mixed fermentation, yeah, it's just one pack. You don't have to go and mix things together yourself. Just one time in and just let it sit. I didn't even rack to a secondary on this. It was just straight
I assume
primary.
you keep warm. to ferment.
Honestly, I just kept it at about 72,
Okay.
and that's it. You could go higher, but I just kept it at 72, and it turned out pretty well. The inspiration for this beer, I don't know if a lot of people have had it, but was Jester King's Le Petit Prince,
No, I
and
haven't
it's
tried that
it's
yet.
their table Saison. Of course, they're not using the same yeast that I'm using. They have their own proprietary blend. But it was the inspiration for this beer because when I went to Austin, they were like, this is the beer that we make and sell. That technically we really only make it for ourselves. We make it because we want to drink it, and this is
the brewer's beer.
Yeah, it's the brewer's beer that they drink all the time because it's 3% and you can't get wasted drinking it. You can drink a couple and go back to work. If you want to try it, like I said, the recipe will be down in the descriptions. I don't remember off the top of my head kind of what I did. I kind of winged this one. I pretty much text messaged Todd at Atlantic Brew Supply and was like, get me this stuff. And he hooked it up. But yeah, if you want to try your hand at brewing this, hit up my friend Todd and the guys at ABS, and they can get it for you. Even during times where we're in COVID, they can just put that thing together and you pick it up curbside or they'll ship it to you.
I went there today. It's super easy, in and out.
Super quick.
Under 2 minutes.
So yeah, thanks for coming and checking out this beer. If you try it, jump in the comments below and let us know how it turns out. And yeah, until next time, keep mashing.
Cheers.
Cheers.